The TSA is facing one of its biggest tests ever today. Let's go ahead and bring in the agency's Federal Security Director for Michigan, Reggie Stevens. Director Stevens, thank you so much for joining us here on GMA. This is really your Super Bowl. How's it going so far?
Thank you, Gio. Thank you for having me. It's going pretty well so far. As stated, we're expecting a record-setting day of 2.9 million passengers to travel across the United States. So we're off to an excellent start. So passengers are arriving early. We're working with our airport and airline partners to make sure that today's a smooth day for everyone involved.
That is good news. And just about everyone thinks this may be the busiest travel day possibly ever. Samara was telling us about that snow in the Midwest. What's your advice to travelers to make this as smooth as possible?
For travelers, just make sure that you arrive at the airport early. Give yourself enough time to get to the airport, to parking, to check in at the airline ticket counters, and also to go through security. And when you go through security, just make sure that you're listening to the instructions being provided by our officers at our checkpoints.
And you're in Detroit right now. We see those new X-ray machines there behind you there. That's new technology that we're seeing in Detroit and other major airports here. What do people need to know, especially if they haven't traveled in a while?
So with the new computed tomography X-rays, it's important to note that you're going to actually put your carry-on bag inside of a bin. Electronics and 311, liquids, gels, and aerosols are not required to be removed from your bag. So it really makes it convenient for when you're going through the actual screening process. So you're less likely to leave items behind as you depart our checkpoint. So just make sure that if you have items on your person, that you're putting it into your carry-on before you're submitting it through the X-ray.
Director Stevens, I know this isn't your purview necessarily, but the weather, of course, everybody is watching that. Are you at all concerned about the number of travelers we're seeing today and that storm that's moving through the country?
So I think it's important to note that we work with our airport and airline industry partners to look at projections and also to understand if there's any disruption to operations due to weather. And so we'll stay in close contact with those partners to make sure that we have resources available where needed across the country.
All right, and I know you will. Thank you so much for all of your hard work today. Director Stevens, thank you for joining us here on GMA.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.